Hi everyone, I am Prophet, and today I'm gonna talk about belief. This is so important topic for humans and us because of what I am pointing to. You know Split movie, which is the three movies, the one of three movies, all three movies which directed, written, and produced by Mr. Shyamalan, Mr. Night Shyamalan. I think the name is that. These three movies are all completely about the belief, but the second one is completely about how dissociative identity disorders can create this powerful belief. No one even can heard it. Why I am obsessed with belief? Because I think that if someone believe that anything, example, someone believe that he has 10,000 IQ, if someone really can believe that, then he or she, this creator, in general, can we say that generally, creator, this creator completely can achieve what he believe what he or she believe she or he is. How? This is completely about brain processes. Yes, we all heard about the woman who has dissociative identity disorders, and one of her identity her identity, actually, this woman is completely blind. Yes, her eyes her eyes have not problem. Actually, this blindness is all about her brain, this part of brain, I think, and her brain, and one of her identity believe that she can see she can see how we can see, and she will she would she completely was able to do that. Yes, how can this possible? Because her brain completely re- recreate the recreate the connections, and can correctly process the data which which come from the eyes. But this is about human brain connections, but human brain synapse connections, which is about the plasticity. But I'm talking about deeper. I'm talking about literally real chemical and DNA chains. I think if someone really believes that he or she can achieve anything, example, my eyes have astigmatism. I have astigmatism, so astigmatism about not like normal eye problems. This astigmatism eye problem can't changeable. This is I can't achieve the normal normal I can see how normal people can see. This is not reality for me, because this is not about my brain. This is completely about my eyes. My eyes form, my eyes shape completely make this. This is about my eyes shape, and this is not the problem which this woman has, which this woman has. The woman has the problem about her brain. I have the problem about the real biological shape of my eyes. And I think that if someone or something can literally believe that to change his body, his body chemical process, DNA, genetic, then literally he or she can change that. I firstly, when I watched these 3 movies, after I thought that if I say every time I am the pattern, then I literally can see the patterns of complex world and also universes, because I thought that everything is pattern. Yes, this is the reality, everything is pattern. If I see the pattern, I can manipulate the pattern. But the problem is I can't manipulate the pattern, and I, after done that, this what I did has nothing, has does nothing to me, does nothing for me. But the thing is, I did this for 1 month. 1 month, every day. When I am awake, I'm not sleeping. When I am awake, I literally every time does the thing through my sub voice in my mind. Every time I say that I am the pattern, I am the pattern, I am the pattern, I am the pattern. This completely, I thought that I would tell this again. I would repeat this again and again, infinite times, to literally be the pattern and can see the pattern. Which, if I am the pattern, I can see the pattern, because I am the pattern. I have the same frequency, but the pattern what the pattern of the universe is. But the problem is, I literally did this. How? You're going to tell me how can you do that? How could you do that? Actually, what I did, I tried to think through my mind, but not normal think, like normal sub voice think, not, because my sub voice was engaged with this repetition, so I needed to think differently so I can talk through humans. So what did I do? I tried to recreate new connections in my brain. How? Example, if I say example sorry, if I say sorry, if I think something, example, about sorry, I do not try to think about this through the voice, through the voice. I try to think about this through the word shapes. Normal sorry, normal written form of sorry. I try to do that. Literally, I almost can do that. Likely, first part of my brain can every time did the repetition, I'm the pattern through my sub voice. My sub voice was engaged with the repetition, so I needed to think about my life, to think about anything I do in real life. So I developed this. Yes, it was so slow and so disgusting, because if we try to create in your mind a word, this is so hard. Example, try to do that right now. If you try to do that weeks only through the thinking with this, you can't do that normally. But I believed that if I say this, I'm the pattern repetition infinite times, I can literally be the pattern and can manipulate the pattern of the universe. So I needed to think about the real life to decide things, because my subconscious was engaged, was busy with this repetition. So I tried to develop this type of thought style. Yes, I talk about this because why this didn't work, because I understand after a bit research, I saw that my repetition does nothing in my neurons else. How? Then at all. It does nothing at all after a month, because if neurons if neuron connections every time does the same, every time reacts through the same signals, then they did not get reacted like before. So they did not evolve and improve themselves. So this is like trapped the repetition, but it does nothing. It does spend none of my brain energy. So I understood that this is completely changed. This is completely transition to obsession. So I gave up this. Yes, I gave up after a month of this repetition, almost millions of times, almost a million times, a million times. I don't know. And after I gave up in one time. But yes, this is not a problem. But I again try to make you think that I thought that if I repeat something which I want to be, then I am going to be. I thought that, but it doesn't happen. So I realized that repetition doesn't work, make you believe something really. I don't know how to believe the things so I can be the thing what I believed. But I know that this is reality, or I want to believe that this is reality, and I think someone of us, or maybe my viewers, one of my viewers, or many of my viewers, can reach this thing I want to reach, and maybe some of them leave the comment about that, which literally they reached what they want to reach. This is so powerful reality, and I also want to understand how can I believe the thing, because our prefrontal cortex literally obviously say that this is not reality and completely argue with this belief and reject it. Yes, our prefrontal cortex rejects the belief because it thinks that this is not logical. I have not 1,000 IQ. I have not. If I have, I can do things. But if we can skip this prefrontal cortex check, then we really can believe that, and maybe we can have and reach the thing what we believed. Dissociative identity disorders problem makes someone to believe things, but even their prefrontal cortex doesn't check this. Why? because they have amnesia. I think this I'm not specialized about these things. I only have a bit of research about that. So if I did a mistake, please forgive me. Yes, they have amnesia, and this amnesia makes them their new identity have nothing to store. No, yes, have nothing, have no memory. So they are what they believe because they have no memory. So their prefrontal cortex have nothing to check and have nothing to check that my my reality is this, but my belief is that. No, because it has no reality. It is the memory is what this creature believed. So it doesn't check because it is its logical reality. So this dissociative identity disorders which someone have that, they can literally believe the things more than us. But I think that we can also believe the things like that. But I have no idea how can we believe. If you have idea, please leave a comment and we can understand how can we believe the things and how can we reach what we want to believe to reach. If you like this conversation or talk, I have no idea what it is, but this is my channel topic. Actually, this is not my channel topic. I try to speak about everything in my channel. So I have infinite ideas to think, to talk about. If you like this video, you can like my other videos. And if you like this video, you can also click the like button. Thanks. Clicking the like button to thank my brain which created this content, and maybe subscribe to the channel to support my channel. And also I said that if you have idea about my question, you can leave a comment and support us to achieve what we want to get. Bye everyone. I am Prophet.